Karmic Atonement. Okay, now, yes, okay. I mean, I've always thought, this has come back on me many times in my life, that in a previous life I had power and influence. And when I spoke, people listened, and I abused that power and influence, and now I lead a life in which nobody takes the blindness notice of it. And
I thought Dave was coming today.
Yeah, what did you
He must be Dave's twin brother.
But if you have something in your life and an advantage, say, or position of power, whatever, and you abuse that, then you would then, as sort of your karmic consequence of that, have to live a future life in which that is either taken away or presented as a disadvantage. So the idea that people sort of who abuse power, that power will be taken away from them in a future life, but they will still feel the need for that power. I think it's also that business about doing things and thinking about reward. If you, and I did mention this something, the karma of Mr. All-Round Good Guy who leaves a fortune to build a hospital in his town because he wants a title and to be well regarded and everything. And although he'll get some positive karma from building the hospital, his need for importance and recognition will haunt him in future lives, but he will not be able to attain it. And there will be a level of, what I call it, atonement, but a level of challenge that whatever advantages he abused would be taken away. They just wouldn't be there, but he would still need to feel important, to have influence, to be well regarded. Don't know, does anybody else feel that they're paying for something in this life that they've abused in a previous life?
I think it happens with talents as well, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you were an artist in a previous life and you didn't do it, you know, you sort of just messed around and didn't fulfil your potential.
Didn't take full advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah.
As part of the challenge of life, you have certain opportunities, I suppose, and if you don't
So I think
exploit
it works
those
with
advantages,
anything, doesn't
yeah.
it, like that?
Well, I'm quite interested in how much conditioning, i.e. your childhood conditioning, how much of that is makes up who you are and how much is actually karma from your previous life.
Okay, come in, well, they'll have the karma from previous life. Also a thing called the skandhas, which are the attributes, your personal attributes, which are reinforced by how you've behaved in past lives. So if you're, and I'll mention this possibly when it comes to role and group reversal, that if you behave in a certain way during your life, then that will be reinforced in the next life. If you struggle against something, struggling against an addiction would be an example, then there will be some benefit in the next life, that you will reap some reward for having struggled to change something. If you're particularly mean, or you're aggressive, or you're arrogant, and you struggle against it,
But
or
what
even
about
struggling
your
against holding
childhood?
grudges.
You know, because I think, you know, when you're growing up, your parents and the elders, when you're a child, they have a terrific influence
Yes.
on shaping you as who you are. So I'm just wondering about the effects.
I think we all, when we come into a family, and I mentioned families in a minute, we all somehow, from the family, inherit something that's not ours.
Yeah.
There's certain things, as I've got older, there's certain things in my family, various modes of behaviour and attitude, which I have rejected and struggled against.
Yeah.
And some people just go along with it.